we are. What's this shit called again? It's at the St. Louis Public Library. We got a poem for you. 1 cent, 2 cents, old cent, new cent, all about money. That's by Dr. Seuss. Maybe you heard of him. I'm the cat in the hat. And you know something funny? We're about to have fun. Learning all about money. Where does it come from? Can you answer that, please? I'll give you a hint. It does not grow on trees. Just 1 penny. Each it will cost you to see. The Museum of Money. Step up and pay me. People bartered to buy things in ancient times. They did not have pennies or nickels or dimes. This meant that a beekeeper might want to swap his store of honey for a farmer's wheat crop. If the farmer liked honey, a deal could be struck. If the farmer liked jam, it was the keeper's bad luck. People would fight over deals that they made. Was this a good swap? Did I make a fair trade? Perhaps this is why money was invented. It was easier to use, and decay was prevented. It was easy to carry and count, and what's more, it was easy to save and was easy to store. What's an old form of money? I'm so glad you asked me. I'll give you a hint. It came from the sea. Seashells were used to barter and trade. A handful of shells, and you had it made. Feathers and eggs, and leather and jade are some other things from which money was made. But eggs could get scrambled, and leather got dirty. Money needed to last, and be solid and sturdy.
So people mined ore, copper, silver, and gold. They melted it down, poured it into a mold. In the shape of a bar, these ingots were made. Folks hauled them around and would use them in trade. In the kingdom of Lydia, part of Turkey, you see, the Lydians made ingots in 900 BC. Then someone in Lydia had a brainstorm. Make metal coins, a far handier form. We've dug up these coins all over the place. Each coin had a lion's head stamped on its face. The Lydians were sailors, and you may have read. That's how the use of their coins might have spread. Here is a fact I am happy to tell you. Folks other places began to make coins too. In China, the farthest of far eastern places, some coins shaped like cowries had lines on their faces. Other coins contained holes for a string to pass through, so coins could be carried together with you. A string of such coins added up to a cache. You tied up the string on a belt or a sash. In Greece, they stamped coins with various things, like a picture of Pegasus, the horse who had wings. This coin has an owl on its face, and my guess is it stood for Athena, the wisest goddess. Now even today, some heads of state put their heads onto coins like Caesar the Great. Here is a fact that we think is so neat. Money is made in a mint, not the kind that you eat. Thing 1 and Thing 2 are about to mint dimes. Mints work much the same as in ancient times. This thing is brought to you by Thing 1 and Thing 2. Heat metals together until they are hot and melted to goop inside of a pot. Pour goop in a cast, also known as a mold. Strike goop with an image before it turns cold. Remove from the cast. Oh, isn't this funny? Time to have fun with your shiny new money. Ancients kept money where they prayed and gave thanks. In this way, the temples became the first banks. To temple you went, to save or to borrow, for as long as 2 years or as short as tomorrow. Interest is the name for the fee that you owe to the bank for the money they loan you, you know. When your money is saved in a savings account, The bank then pays you a smallish amount. This smallish amount that the bank pays to you is the interest you've earned, and it's only your due. Smallest coin ever is so hard to see. See the Indian phoneme next to that BB. You would think that they might lose count of their hoard, but dents in some wood make a neat counting board.
From the islands of Yap come the heaviest ones. Limestone coins, 8 feet wide, each weighing 3 tons. Carrying these coins, some Yap sank. Could you fit a Yap coin in your piggy bank?
No.
I don't think you could. That's right, you shake your head.
I couldn't do it.
That's damn right. Traveling to parts of the New World with me. Here's some Spanish coins I would like you to see. My dad bought them from a tourist shop in Spain.
Let me see.
Yeah, just don't touch it, don't smear it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, all right, thanks. Spain's explorers sent home from the New World as freight golden doubloons and pieces of 8. That's a pirate term. Yeah. The most valuable coins in those parts were these. To steal them, some pirates sailed all 7 seas. All 7 of them.
Oh, there's so many more than that.
No, it's just 7. It's just
There's so many more. There's
7
hundreds.
oceans.
There's like hundreds of seas.
All right, guys, look.
There's like 5 oceans.
Back in the day, they didn't have
It's too many
maps.
oceans.
Look, all right.
They didn't know.
All right, moving on. American settlers minted coins such as these, stamped with the image of local trees. It was like the modern
Like
day.
oaks and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, like pine trees and shit.
Oh, okay, I get that.
Yeah. For money, the natives strung seashells and beads into belts of wampum for their trading needs.
Into what?
Wampum, into belts of wampum.
Okay. All right. If you say so, that's fine.
Yeah, they were primitive, man. When it became a new nation and free, the United States minted its own currency.
Oh, beautiful.
A new nation and free.
Space is good.
I have some with me. As you see, I have many. The kind that I have is the little red penny. It was made in the year 1793. Here's one that's a half cent. You might like to see.
That ain't worth shit.
Ain't worth shit. Here's another one. It's also red. It's the penny we know as the Indian head.
That's racist.
Yeah, that sounds like that might be a little bit suspect.
I mean, have you seen what Dr. Seuss said about the Japanese?
Oh.
It's not good.
See, Dr. Conservative
Goddamn
was, in
xenophobe.
fact, my grandfather was Dr. Seuss. He was Dr. Conservative. In 1909, that's the year I'm thinking.
Is that Ben Carson, Dr. Conservative?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
Saw a picture.
Call back to last week.
Yeah, call back, man. Got continuity. In 1909, that's the year I'm thinking, we began to mint pennies with the face of Abe Lincoln. But during World War II, a brave time, I do feel, oh, that is some propaganda right there, holy shit. Pennies were made out of zinc-coated steel. We needed the copper for wartime. But then, after the war, we used copper again. Now, guys, look, some pennies I've shown you from so long ago are worth nearly $1,000 or so.
What? Just a penny?
I have a 50-cent piece that's worth $10.
That's too much.
Because it's got silver in it.
Who would pay that? Oh, I get it.
Note that down. But why is the silver worth money? Why is that valuable?
The gold standard is the dumbest thing in the world.
Just
going on record.
Well, we don't do that. We don't do it anymore.
No, we don't. There's a lot of people who think we should.
We ain't got no standards.
A lot of people. My brother mentions it all the time.
Full faith and
like,
credit.
gold always has value, but no, it's just as arbitrary as money.
It's arbitrary.
Sure shit is.
Gotta have some way to. Maybe they'll explain it on the next page.
Yeah, maybe Dr. Seuss gets into it. Let's see.
Here's a great word. Here's a great word you can add to your list. A collector of coins is a numismatist.
A numismatist.
I said that word before we started recording.
Say it again.
Numismatist?
Numiat. I said it one time.
Numiata Jones?
I said
numismatist.
Numiat.
Numismatist. Numismatist.
Numismatist?
All right.
Numismatist.
Numismatist.
Dr. Seuss, you and your vocab.
Coming up with crazy words.
We're supposed to add it to our list, guys.
I ain't got no dictionary list. I just don't know that word now. I ain't gonna never know it. Pennies to dollars. We meant the whole range. But mostly we use all these coins to make change. It's paper that's king. Paper, you see? But paper gets rotten, so we make paper money from linen and cotton. When you study your money, and these days, who bothers? You will find on its faces of our nation's fathers.
Some of them.
See, now, here's the thing, guys.
Okay, why the fuck is Andrew Jackson on money?
Nation's fathers.
You're talking about Alexander Hamilton.
No, we're getting rid of Hamilton. We should be getting rid of Andrew Jackson.
What? He was the president and stuff. Old,
Yeah, and he
Old
also
Hickory.
led the Trail of Tears.
Old Hickory, leading trails of tears.
Led of thousands of dead Native Americans on our money.
They all did all kinds of stuff. Let's take them all off.
Yeah, they were all some pretty, shit people. I don't know, man. But the whole thing, the founding fathers, it's like, it creates that image of, like, paternal love, right? It's like, I'm putting down these limits, not because I want to rule you, but because I care about you. I'm your daddy, you know? I'm like your daddy.
Stunting like your daddy.
Who's your daddy?
Well,
Is Dr. Seuss your daddy?
Thomas Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson's your daddy.
Might be a lot of people's daddies.
Oh, man, he's a freak in the sheet. Still technically reading the poem.
We haven't even closed. We ain't on the conclusion yet.
We gonna read the glossary too after we
No,
get this?
we ain't reading that glossary.
Should we read the glossary? I want to read the copyright page.
All right, so my numismatist friend has told me of late it might come from the Spanish. Pieces of 8. On the 10,000 bill, you'll find the face of Abe Lincoln's treasurer, Salmon Portland Chase. Will you find one around? No, you probably won't. They no longer print bills of this size. No, they don't.
Even if you had one, you couldn't use it.
$10,000. Yeah, how would you get change for that?
I believe those are only ever. I mean, those were I don't think ever used to buy things. I think they're only used like internal treasury.
Buy a house.
Yeah, it's paying cash.
Down payment.
$10,000
One bill
bill.
down.
Nothing suspicious about this at all.
Nope.
Man. It's so silly. Like, how's this worth $10,000? It's just a regular bill.
Is that Dr. Seuss's words?
No, this is...
Okay.
No, all right. If they print them again, do you think maybe that they might use the face of the Cat in the Hat? Huh, guys? Do you? You think it'll be the Cat in the Hat?
I hope so.
$10,000?
I would think so. I would think so, yeah.
That's it.
This weekend was an all-day vibe. I had it planned out, went so smooth. There was no trouble. Or there is to say before I chase the vibe. We got drinks going triple-double. We all say fuck it. It's 11 a.m., but we all say fuck it. We all grab drinks, then we all start chugging. My boy's gonna wait, so we all say fuck it. Fuck it.